So today's a little different. A little different because, wait, I can't drive and use a phone at the same time. What am I thinking? Oh, get back to you in a second. Trying to remember where I parked. Alright, so this video is a little different because it's not a work night. It's a different day. I had an extra day that I could come out and do some stuff. My dad's gone. I don't know, depending on how much time I have, I might call some of the other guys, see if they want to stop by. But yeah, it's not a normal work night, so it's just kind of an extra little night. So, or day, it's daytime. So I'm gonna just keep working on our Gulch, of course. But boy, I just want to get some dirt on here. I was looking at some old videos before and saw what this was like, and it was nice. And I want to get it back to looking at least nice. All right, here we go. Last video we added some fascia board, glued it all up, so I'm going to take all these clamps off, probably do some more fascia board over there, and I got more screen, so perhaps we can get that going. Think about that area a little bit, figure out exactly what to do. Okay, for those of you that have been watching my videos for a little while, I need to talk to you. In one of those videos, I'll put a link up here, we talked about putting in charcoal kilns right here. I still like that idea, I still want to do that, but I'm not doing it today or in the near future. Maybe down the road, years from now. So the reason why is just because I've got this main line in here, it's working great, I don't really want to mess with it. Really want to get some scenery back on this because it looks, ugh. So I want to make it looking nice. So I just want to move forward, get some scenery on here. And what I will do is I'm going to make fascia board here. But I'm going to do it in a way that later on, if I wanted to, we can add those kilns in later. Not that big of a deal to take the mountain out and do it a little different. So for now, I'm just going to make this a little bit of a mountain that comes up here and call it good. And like I said, later on, we might do those kilns. I still like the idea. So I haven't forgotten about it. And yeah, kind of changed my mind a little bit, but that's fine. We can maybe do it later. All right. Now, here we go.
I've learned time shows what's hidden in the spaces. Minds change.
Okay, so put this in here so we can bury it and you never see it again. But in the future, it's there. And we could possibly put them charcoal kilns in. Turnout can go here. And we can run a track, something like this. Something like that. Probably should have cut this down a little more here, but yeah, whatever. So I could put kilns here. So there's not a whole lot of room. It may never happen. But there is another option. Even just doing that, I could put a mine right here. You could do that. You have that. It could be an option. From there. So the point is that we could put a turnout in here and we could put a little spur in here. This runs the same direction as the one that the King City coal mine does, so you can back in there, back into here. I don't know if there's room for the, the charcoal kilns or not, but we could put whatever else there or nothing. But it's an option. I made it an option for the future. So I've had to try to figure out what to do here. So I've cut this thin piece of plywood as a stair step, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a rock retaining wall. I have a rubber mold to do that, to make rock retaining walls. So I think I'm just gonna do that, make that a rock retaining wall. Because I don't wanna do more of this ceiling tile stuff on this side. Might be best to do that, but we'll just put a rock retaining wall in there. And another piece of wood here to support the opposite retaining wall. Just realized we got a little gap here. It's hiding. All better. So I find myself now just staring at this area, trying to imagine what this looked like before man showed up and decided that they needed to run a railroad through there and stuff. What did the land look like before then? That's what we need to try to accomplish, I think, now. Sometimes you don't notice things until you're well into the project, and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, wait, look at that. What I noticed was a flat spot if I just extended it out. Seems obvious, but I extended this out nice and flat. And what's cool is I've got some other buildings that are really cool looking and I don't have a spot for them. I may put them here. Now, I don't have my Como pictures handy, but I do know that there was some kind of business right here on this side of the road, and then it was kind of residential stuff. Probably residential stuff on this side. I don't know. I got cool buildings. I'm gonna use them most likely here. If not, I don't know. Put a little campfire or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But we have the option to do buildings. Yeah, not saying those ones specifically, but it could work out. I could actually have two sides of the street here. And that's something this layout has never had before. Two sides of the street in Como. Again, probably they were more residential stuff, but that's all right. Okay, so I added some screen here, wadded up some paper, taped it a little bit, stuck underneath here just to give it a little bit more volume so it didn't just drop off and get weird wrinkles. I think that actually worked out pretty good. I've never done that before. Stapled it to the edge of this. That was a little tricky, and I glued it, and we'll see how that goes. I think that's gonna work okay. Left this area flat for whatever. Cut myself pretty good. Laid stuff out. So that's it. That's it for the video, really. It's kind of a different kind of video, different pace, whatever, more relaxed. I'll show you a couple other angles of this. I really am liking the way it's turning out. And this is good. It was just me today, no pressure, nobody else around to talk to and stuff. It's kind of nice sometimes just to let yourself think about things and injure yourself on your own, and yeah, it's kind of cool. So let me show you around a little bit. Okay, here's Como, and here's our main street going down this way. And it looks like we'll be able to add some more buildings. This is what I've added. Just kind of playing around with these buildings, seeing what we want to do. This church, it's a really cool looking church. There was not one here in Como there, but I might stick it there. I like it. So there was more residential stuff here. So I got that house there. I got some back there possibly. I like the way this is turning out. I do like it. Lower retaining walls here. Got the bridge in there. It'll go across there. Oh, there's blood on my finger. So anyways, luckily it's just video. I like the way this works. Oh, I also, I got this in here now. So that's all screened off and ready. I think our next step is going to be kind of fun. This tunnel, I was concerned that, the tunnel's here, the road is right there, not that much elevation between the two. Jim said it's fine. I trust him. I believe him. And you know what? Virginia City. if you've seen Virginia City, there's a big brick church there, and the railroad used to go like underneath that church. It did not have much clearance really between elevations between the top of the tunnel and that church. If you look at that, there was not much. And at one point in time, they actually dynamited the church to try and stop a fire. But so I think our tunnel is just fine. All right, folks. So it was just me and you guys today, and that was cool. So you know what? Subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications, that type of stuff. Kind of a little bit different type of video today, a little different pace, and that's okay. I'm really happy with what we got accomplished. When the guys come back, we might, I keep saying this, but maybe we'll actually get into some mud and laying some stuff down. That's what I'm really going. This is good because this was a nice, good push to get a lot of progress done on this part. All right, catch you later.
You're gonna see me in a different kind of light. I'm gonna be the one that's stuck inside your mind. Stuck inside your mind. Stuck inside your mind. I'm gonna be the one that's stuck inside your mind.